Hello there, Nate Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, we're at the end of the season at last. Finally. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so this is the wrap-up, this is the end, this is the feelings video, the summary of the whole thing that I've been doing for, since, what is it, September, October last year, 2015. And yeah, so we're just going to talk about facts and other things and all that stuff. And yeah, so anyway, we'll make it quick because yes, we'll just don't want to take much of your time. I don't really have much to say. That I'm not a lot to say. Of course, I'll probably will have a lot to say. So anyway, I cannot seem to find. I used to have a notebook that had like all the notes that I would write down, and it like had, and I guess I wrote down everything that I used to do every season, or like the notes I would take. And I can't seem to find it, so I went ahead and used another notebook, and I also typed up some of these. So there are certain, probably some things we talked about in the last two seasons that I, will not mention here. But anyway, let's get on with it. Most prolific director, Ingmar Bergman, with 6. Well, actually, I count. Bergman had 6 movies. Renoir had 6. I counted 6, like just actual movies, and I don't remember what they were. I mean, let's see: Through Glass Darkly, Winter Light, Silence, Scenes from a Marriage, Smiles of a Summer Night, Fanny Alexander. Yeah, we'll make that 6. 7 if you count The Making of Fanny Alexander, but I don't know. I wasn't sure if I should count that one or not. Then Renoir had 6. There's the Stage and Spectacle box set with French Can-Can, Elaine Enderman, and then the first one, whose name I can't remember, Golden Coach. That's it. And then Lower Depths, and The River, and The Rules of the Game. So yeah, I think they're both tied at 6. Cassavetes at 5, obviously with all 5 the movies he did. Suzuki at 4 with Youth of the Beast, Fighting LG, Gate of Flesh, Story of a Prostitute. Altman at 4. Secret Honor, Tanner 88, 3 Women, and Shortcuts. Kurosawa only had 3 with, what was his movies? Gosh, I can't remember the names of his movies right now, which is sad. Stray Dog's one of them, and that's the only one. The Lower Depths, and the color one he did. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it'll come back to me later. But yeah, so anyway, so there's that. Earliest movie we've seen, 1927's The King of Kings. 2 runners-up, 1933's A Testament of Dr. Mabuse, and 1934's Story of Floating Weeds. And the most recent movie we've seen is Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, with runner-ups being 2001's Fat Girl and 2000's The Constant Forge. And then languages. Now that's what I wrote. Everything else was typed up. I typed up, but I wrote down the languages. Let me see if I can find it here. Here it is. So languages. So the most well. Now I wasn't sure how to. I don't remember how I did it in the first 2 seasons. But this one, I just kind of like you had to like pick and choose. I wasn't going to do it strictly by the. I couldn't do it strictly by the call numbers, because that would like play favoritism to like spine numbers or something like that, or I mean spine numbers. So I just I did my I just kind of just estimated sort of, and I counted took each chunk of 25 and thought, okay, there's these, and splits count for 2. So if a movie like I think it's Salvador Giuliano or The Battle of Algiers, I think. Which is in Italian and Arabic, I think. So that meant that one vote for Italian, 1 vote for Arabic. And because of that, I think Arabic only has 1. There's only one movie we've seen that uses Arabic, and I think it was The Battle of Algiers. And then 1 silent film, which is King of Kings. And but the most, and then four Polish films. I think those were the Knife in the Water movie, the Knife in the Water, Roman Polanski, and the Andrzej Wajda set, the war films, A Generation, Canal, and Ashes and Diamonds. Those were all in Polish. So that was why those are represented. Swedish, 8. Mostly Bergman, but I think there were a couple that weren't Bergman in there that I included. German were 6, 13 Italian films, 16 Japanese films, 19 French films, and 29 English films. 29 being the most, English being the most represented movie this season. So, how about that? So, yeah, and I think I maybe talked about color, but I don't know. Longest running, or oh, that was another one I did. Yeah, longest running film. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let's do that one real quick. I think the longest running, without looking at my my cheat sheet or my notes or anything like that, I think the longest running Criterion entry has to be Scenes from a Marriage. I don't remember exactly how long, but I'm pretty sure it is Scenes from a Marriage, just because it's 3 discs long, and so why wouldn't it be why wouldn't it be the longest? But let's pad this out a little bit, because I don't really know what I'm gonna say about as far as my feelings on this season. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the bottom here. Whoops. All right, so let me move this over here so I can see myself and look at the thing here. Okay, so let's see here. So the longest one. So how long is Scenes from a Marriage anyway? Scenes from a Marriage. Wait, what? This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, folks. This is gonna happen. I'll just tab it there. So yeah. So where is Scenes from a Marriage? Yeah, 297 minutes. So yeah. So that is definitely the longest. Wait a minute. Although I think there's one that's longer. I mean, if you add up the Cassavetes, obviously that's the longest, but I'm not doing that. Well, no, actually Tanner 88's the longest. Tanner 88 is the longest one at 353 minutes. So yeah, that's plenty. I mean, I've always thought Scenes from Marriage was the longest, but yeah, Tanner 88 did take a while. I mean, there's so many episodes of that compared to only 6 episodes of Scenes from Marriage. So yeah, so Tanner 88's the longest, Scenes from Marriage is the second longest, and is there a third? Can I count a third? Probably A Constant Forge. It looks like Constant Forge is the third longest at 200 minutes. Let's see. So the shortest might be Crazed Fruit at only 86 minutes. You see, is there anything shorter? Generation is 87. Young Torless is 87. Oh no, Shadows. Shadows is only 81 minutes. So yeah, so Shadows is the shortest, unless there's one even shorter than that. But I don't think there is. A Woman is only 84 minutes, but it needed to be 0 minutes. Oh, Winter Light is only 80 minutes. Wow. Okay, so Winter Light's the shortest. And then Winter Light has to be the shortest. Yeah. Okay. Oh no! Wait! I knew there was one that was even shorter. Desika, Indiscretion of an American Wife, 72 minutes. Yeah. So that's the shortest movie. So the shortest 3 movies are Indiscretion of an American Wife, Winter Light, and Winter Light, Pick 'em on South Street was only 80 minutes too. According to this, though, I think that's wrong. Oh well, I'll pretend like I'm right. So yeah, so there's that and that and that. So, fun stuff to think about. Now, let's put this aside and let me tell you all about this season. So, I'm very surprised that I got any of this done with my whole moving places. That was something that I did not know was coming when I started this. Well, I kind of knew it was coming, but I wasn't I didn't know how I was going to, divvy up my time between Criterion and here and moving and all that. But somehow I made it work, and there you go. So anyway, This season we've seen a lot of crazy movies. It definitely feels like the longest season because I've taken so much time. It took so much time to wait for certain movies. I mean, like the last one, obviously, The Life of Steve Zissou. There was a huge gap between Story of a Prostitute and that one, and I think that was just something that I didn't try to remedy by making more videos between. I felt like I didn't want to do the wrap up this video before it, even though I probably could have. I probably could have said, oh, this and that. Every video needed to be counted. I needed to have seen every movie. And so all right, now I'm going to go back to the videos here for a second, because I think one of the things I want to I like talking about is themes. And I really don't see a theme. I mean, there's a lot of war movies. We've seen a lot of war movies, like the BRD trilogy, and obviously the Vita films, and just a lot of movies about war in general, like the Battle of Algiers, and other movies like that. I don't really have. There's not really themes. I think I remember mentioning in season 2 that there were a lot of coming of age films, and there were. Nowhere near as many this season. Maybe a couple, like Fat Girl. So there's just not a lot of that, but just definitely a lot of maybe violent films circulating, centered around violence. So you could say that that's a common theme. Apart from that, what else have we seen? Well, we've seen, like I said, a lot of trilogies. Fassbinder's BRD trilogy, Bergman's Faith trilogy, the Stage and Spectacle trilogy, the Vita films. There are others. We've seen a couple of doubles, like the two Suzuki back-to-back, block parties things, of which they're actually in order this time. They're not showing Fighting Elegy before Youth of the Beast or anything like that. And I really think they did that. I think people maybe complained about that, because they were watching them in order, like me, and they wanted to say, and they said, why are you showing one before the other, And I think they did that. I think with Suzuki they did that because Branded to Kill is such a, was a much more, critically acclaimed movie than Tokyo Drifter, which I don't see it, but whatever. So we just a lot of great movies, a lot of sucky ones. We'll get to those very, very soon. I still have to edit those. I've shot them. There's just a little more editing and shooting I have to do. We'll get to those probably next week. We will have those all up and running and blah 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 blah. So look forward to that. And so apart from that, what else do I have to say about this season? I've been, I really enjoyed rewatching a lot of these movies. I look forward to doing them in the next season. There are a couple that that's the thing. There are a few on my list that we may get to sometime during the summer. I'm signing off, obviously, hopefully next week. I'll be signing off for the summer, but there may be some that I will come back for. The only one I can think of right now is Seven Samurai. That's the only one that I may get to this summer. It'll probably be like late August, probably, or sometime in August. You'll see me doing that one. But I'm not sure. I'm totally not sure right now. I don't know what my plans are, or what the future has in store for me. Outside of that, I've been buying Criterion, and it's been a trip, and I will continue to do so. At the time of this video, the next one I need to buy is a Black Narcissus. And I just actually, just last night at the time of this video, just last night I rewatched Alexander Nevsky. And I was like, I can't remember why I like this. And I remember this, I think a lot of the reason why I like that one, well, I think I bought that set because of Ivan the Terrible. I vaguely remember really enjoying Ivan the Terrible. And Alexander Nevsky, I think I like that one just because of the score. Because I used to play Prokofiev in my youth band. And I remember, and so, yeah, so that was a lot of fun watching that again last night. And, yeah, so I've got, I've been just rebuying the ones that I really, really enjoy and rewatching them. And, just for my own personal, enjoyment. I think the next one I have to watch is The Bank Dick, which I'm looking forward to because it's W.C. Fields, and that chase scene toward the end is hilarious. So, yeah, I have good Criterion to look forward to this summer. And then as far as July, July is the month when Barnes & Noble usually come out and do their Criterion collection sale, 50% off. So I will no doubt be in line for that. I will definitely fill up some gaps. Because right now I'm trying to get one a paycheck. Because I know that there are some coming up that are going, because I'm going to come up where I need to buy other things. Things are coming up, and so I can't spend all my money on Criterion. And there's some more expensive one coming up. For instance, I would like to buy the Blu-ray of the complete Jacques Tati, and I'm sure that one's pretty expensive, as well as the John Cassavetes Blu-ray, and some others. There's some other Blu-rays some more expensive Blu-rays that I'd like to buy. There are some that I know that some more box sets that are not on Blu-ray, like the John Renoir Stage and Spectacle box set, which I sadly have to buy because I don't think French Can-Can is sold separately. But I do like that movie, and I would like to have that movie. But I still have to buy it, so I'm like, oh. I may rewatch The Golden Coach and the other one, Elena and Her Men, and maybe do a re-review for those ones. But probably not, because I don't really think my opinion's gonna change for those, because they're so recent, and they were watched in a place where I feel like I did okay, and that gets me back to rewatching. I have a lot to rewatch from last season for next season. Ones like Shop on Main Street. Shop on Main Street is one that I think my eyes were just autopiloting through that whole movie, and I just sat there and struggled to think of things to say. So that is a movie that I really want to rewatch again and say, hey, this is what this movie's about. This is what it's all about. This is what happens, and this is what I got out of it. Because I know there was a movie in there, and I just, for the life of me, cannot remember it either. Another one that I really want to watch is Coup de Grace. I remember I struggled with that one because I had a VHS tape copy of it, and it was all in black and white, and the subtitles were blurred in the snow, and so I struggled to read what the hell they were saying, and so that was not on me. That was on the shitty copy I got, and I couldn't get a DVD copy of it, and I know they probably black outline the words, so, but thankfully I got a Hulu account now, so I can watch them. I can watch them on that. Although apparently I've heard that they're going away. There are apparently TCM and Criterion are doing something called Filmstruck or Filmstruck, some new streaming website where they're gonna which is focusing on gonna have a focus on Criterion, and I think they're I think they may even I guess add bonus features, maybe even all the bonus features from the DVDs and Blu-rays. So that is coming. So that's coming. But apparently, because of that, they're going to pull it from Hulu, which I love Hulu. I mean, there's a lot of great TV shows that I want to watch, but not right now. Right now, the only reason I have a Hulu account is for Criterion, and right now, I just, sometimes I watch things on it, Sometimes there are things that I like to watch on Hulu. But honestly, I only use it like once a month or once every other month, and even then not for a whole hour, I think the last movie I watched the last time I had to use Hulu for Criterion was for Fat Girl. Everything else I've been lucky to find the DVDs at my library, or through my library to be able to get them. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Filmstruck right now. I need to see the structure. Will I pay for it? I don't know. I prefer to get the DVDs because I like holding on to them. I like to look at the booklets when I can, when they have them. I like seeing what I have in store for me, like the years and the times and all that, and all that good stuff. So I don't know what this is all about, but we'll see in the next couple of months. Maybe they'll have it all set up by the fall, and season 4 will be something altogether entirely different. So, what else can I tell you about? I think that's about it. I think that's all I have to say. Like I said, I want to apologize for the lack of content in the last few weeks. A lot of it is just I've been slacking on editing videos that I know I have to edit. Unlike this one, I'm not going to go back and edit this. And I feel like it's just I hate listening to my own voice. And like I said, when I put these videos into my editor, like they're out of sync for some reason. And so what I have to do is I have to lock the screen and painstakingly sync up the audio track so that my mouth is moving with the video. And I don't know why my video editor is doing that. I have absolutely no clue. It doesn't always do that. That's the thing. It doesn't always do that. I think there are certain videos that I've just recently edited that don't do the audio out of sync audio thing. And so I don't know why that is. I have absolutely no clue. But however, it's not the end of the world for me to edit them. I've gotten better at listening to the sound of my own voice and using peaks where I yell sometimes, because I get loud sometimes. Sometimes I get loud, More on that later. And so that working with that helps. And yeah. So anyway, that's coming. So we still got. So that's it for me. Thank you. I've said it before. Say again. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for disliking. Thank you for alleviating. Yeah. Thank you for alleviating my fears when I shit all over one of your favorite movies and you just give me all the down views. I'm like, yes. I feel like kind of a fucking rebel. I have to admit. So anyway, so all we have left is the top 14, which I've shot, and then top 28, which I have a little bit more to shoot. I'll probably shoot it later today, and I'll edit it. I'm going out of town. At the time of this video, I'm going out of town tonight. And while I'm out of town, I'll probably find some time to edit the videos. I'll be taking a train, and the Wi-Fi sucks. So I'll have to find something to do, and I'll probably just edit the videos on the train. And yeah, so that's the plan. And when I get back, we'll have a little more Criterion to upload. And yeah, that'll be it. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't have any morals. Just thank you for commenting. Keep on commenting. Keep on watching. Keep on suggesting things. Keep on suggesting rewatches. Keep on doing it. I mean, like I said, I've got a whole schedule for next season. Now, as far as rewatching movies, I've got a whole schedule ready. And yeah, so as far as that's concerned, I think I'm good. But there are a couple that even from season 1 that people have mentioned. One being Seven Samurai. I can't believe that and I mean that was the second one. I feel like I didn't know how to watch these movies until now. I feel like I've got a much better grasp on Criterion and how these movies work. And I say them like they're like special. Like, even though they're not, like, because they're Criterion, they need to be treated a little differently. You know, even though, you know, Criterion, you know, didn't start till like the 80s, you know. So, but yeah. Anyway, maybe they knew back in 20s, 30s, 40s. Maybe they knew that this Criterion thing would be a coming, you know. Anyway, we're already at the 25-minute mark, so let's shut up here. I'm going to shut up here and get going. That's for me. Thank you for watching. And we will see you later next week for the top 14 or worst 14. If not, maybe, no, not probably not tomorrow. Yeah, sometime next week for the top 14, the top worst 14, and the top 28. And until then, goodbye.